Please like and subscribe. It really helps me grow my channel. What's it like to work DoorDash full-time? Well, it's exactly what you would think it is. It's exactly how much work you put into it. If you want to be lazy and not care and just drive around, you can do that, and you can make an okay living. You can make minimum wage, maybe more. But if you want to make the most out of it, you're going to have to hustle, and you're going to have to learn the city and learn the different restaurant styles. I've been working DoorDash full-time since December 2020, all the way up to now. It's October in 2021, so going on 11 months, and I'm going to finish off the year working full-time every single day practically to the end of the year here. There's a lot of stereotype about DoorDash workers. They say they're lazy, they say they steal food, and you could say these stereotypes about pretty much anybody in the service industry. And that's the thing about DoorDash. It is a service industry job, but we don't get paid by the hour. We only get paid by the order. So that means in order for us to make our money, we have to make sure that we're doing our orders fast and we're doing them efficiently and not making mistakes. So we have to minimize the mistakes that we make every single day while we're driving and while we're picking up food and while we're dropping off the food. The biggest difference between us and, say, a bartender or a waiter is we're gonna know exactly how much we get in tip before we take that order, because we're independent contractors and we can choose whether or not to take that order. If you're a waiter, you don't get a choice over what table you get. If you're a bartender, you don't get a choice over what customer comes in and sits at your bar. You have to serve them no matter what, because you're under that restaurant's or bar's contract. But with DoorDash, we get to choose. We can unassign an order. We can decline an order if we choose to. If an order is taking too long, we can just unassign it. That's the great part about working DoorDash. I used to victimize myself. I used to think, man, these restaurants are taking forever. Why am I sitting here waiting for it? Is it ever going to come out? Well, I don't victimize myself anymore. If I have a bad experience at a restaurant, I put them on my shit list and I don't go back to them. And there's very rare cases that I do go back to them. You know, if you're at a bar or a restaurant, you can't see what tip is coming through to that person. But with us, it's kind of like having that person walk in with a big number over their head saying $1, $2, $3 tip. And we're like, okay, yeah, let's take that. We get a lot of hate from restaurant employees. They don't like us for the most part. Some of them are nice, but a lot of them don't. They don't think that we have a real job. They don't think we have a legitimate job. As soon as you walk into the restaurant and you mention that you're DoorDash, you get a look of hatred across their face almost every single time. And it's okay, you know, you have to deal with it. It's really nothing personal. They're kind of upset because we're extra work that they have to do that they're not getting tipped for, and we're receiving the tip for that. And it's totally understandable.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Yes, I was picking up a DoorDash for Heather.
Heather?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and pull forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This lady was really nice. She said, just go ahead and pull forward. She wasn't rude about it. But yeah, it's just really not in our best interest to make friends with restaurant people. If you think about it, every minute that we waste is a minute that we're losing in our money. There's only 60 minutes in an hour. So if we spend 1 minute to 2 minutes just talking with the employee, we're going to be losing that on the road. We have a lot to deal with on the road. We have to deal with traffic. We have to deal with trains. We have to deal with pedestrians. We have to deal with customers not putting in the correct address. So every minute is valuable to the DoorDash worker because we don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by the order. So it's really important that we maximize our time so that we can make as much money as possible. Because when you work every single day, You don't want to be working for minimum wage or less, and it's completely possible to make less than minimum wage working DoorDash is when you factor in all the costs that come in to working DoorDash. We have to pay for our own gas, we have to pay for our own cell phone bill, we have to pay for our own car maintenance. I get an oil change about every month. I knew this going in. I had a truck before, so I went ahead and traded it in for a car that got better gas mileage. I knew it was going to be a factor. That's another thing. We have to pay our own taxes. Our taxes don't come out of our check every single paycheck like a normal employee. We have to pay it every quarter or at the end of the year, and if you pay it at the end of the year without paying it for the quarter, you're going to pay a penalty. Our taxes are about 13%. I just factor in 15%. So if you factor in all the factors, we're actually losing about $3 to $4 an hour. So if I make $20 an hour, that's not $20 an hour. That's about $16 an hour. So you have to keep that in mind when you're working.